Right then, Di, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yep.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Right, start nicely, spin. Aim for about 75 to 80 on your cadence. Yeah, I'm somewhere around there. Nice and light. Shouldn't be feeling any resistance. About an RPE, 2, 3. Definitely in zone 1 on your heart rate if you know your heart rate zones. Below 50% your FTP. We're just turning it over, get your joints loosened up. Right, start your system check. So just check your ankles moving. Calf okay, knees okay, slightly tucked in. Not rocking on your saddle. Pelvis rock slightly forwards, back straight, nice and loose. All your muscles nice and loose. Any of your muscles feeling a bit stiff, just focus on that muscle. Just run it around a couple of times. All we're doing is getting your body moving. So the regulars are used to this, the system checks. Should be doing it when you're out on the bike as well. Constantly talking to yourself. Have I got my knees out? Bring them back in. Have I bending, arching my back over? Have I locked my elbows out? Soft elbows. No pain faces. Right then, stick a gear on. Let's start to crank it up now. Bring it up to 85 RPM. 85 cadence. Nice and smooth pedaling. So think about your quadrants. So you're not pedaling in nice even circles on both legs. Right, stick another gear on. Gradually start to bring your cadence up towards 90 now. So shorter ramp than normal this week. So it should be about 75% your FTP. Should feel about a 2-3 on the RPE. Sorry, a 3-4 on the RPE. So that's a 4 out of 10 for effort. Heart rate, you're definitely coming into zone 2 now. Right, in 10 seconds, we're going to stick a couple of gears on. You're going to go for a max out sprint for 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 30 seconds. So you want to be over 100. Cadence, if you can do it. "15 seconds, keep it going. Three, 2, 1. Take your gears off. Bring your cadence down to 80. 30 seconds recovery. Make sure you do get it down to 80. Going again in 10 seconds. Exactly the same. 3, 2, 1. Go again. Crank it up. So it should be about 150 FTP. RPE 89. 3, 2, 1. Take them off. "30 seconds recovery, 80 again. Cadence. So remember, if your turbo doesn't spin down quickly, kill the cadence before you take the gears off. 3, 2, 1, off you go again. Last one. Two, one, take your gears off. Back down to 80. Should be about 50% of your FTP. You want to get your heart rate down to zone 2. Effort-wise, 3 or 4 out of 10. So, light to moderate activity. Something you could keep up for a very long time for your recovery. All the recoveries through this are going to be the same. We've not got any loaded recovery in this one. It is straightforward. Down to 80, recover. So we've got 2 minutes rest. Well, there's 2 minutes rest when we started it. Right, we've got 1 more minute to go. And then we get into the main set. So we'll go straight into 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So it's going to be something near the gear you've just done. It might be a gear less. You want to be aiming for 95 to 100 RPM. And your FTP wants to be at least 120% of your FTP. Right, 30 seconds. It's basically a sprint. You should just be starting to struggle at the end of it on the first one. And you've got 7 of them to do, one after another. So 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Remember the trick with the gears? Drop your cadence down to 80, 85, and then take the gears off. If you just take the gears off, you'll end up freewheel spinning and you won't get your legs down. Right, off you go. Use the first few to get your gearing right. It's supposed to be hard, but you need to be able to complete all 7. Make sure your cadence is nice and high, at least 100. That's 30 seconds gone. Last 5, 2, 1, and off. 20 seconds. Get your cadence down. Number 1, cross it off. 3, 2, 1, go again. Halfway. So if your FTP is about 200, you want to be aiming for 240, 250. Last 10. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Back down to 80 to 85. Recover. Get your breath back. These rests are very short. Control breathing. Just remember your breath out twice as long as your breath in. 3 seconds, we go again. 2, 1, go. Number 3. But notice your heart rate is just creeping up now. You're not recovering. Halfway. Go on, keep it going. Keep it smooth. Last 10. 2, 1. Bring it back down. Number 3 done. Make sure you are bringing your cadence down to 80. 80 to 85 will do. 3, 2, 1. Off we go again. Number 4. So keep it going. You're bouncing, engage your hamstrings. Just suck you back onto the seat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down to 80, 85. Control that breathing. Number 4 done. 3 more to go. And off we go. Spin it back up. Caught me by surprise, that one. Sneaked up on me. Check your effort levels. Should be 9, 10. Could be pretty much struggling to keep it up for the 40 seconds now. If it's too easy, stick another gear on. 10 to go, come on. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down again. Recover. Number 5 done. 2 more to go. Three, 2, 1. Off we go. Pick it up. Check your cadence. Must be around 100. Try and keep your breathing under control. Don't pant. No pain faces. It wastes energy. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. 1 more to go. Then we're straight to 3 minutes FTP. So for your FTP, don't take the gear off. Just drop your cadence down. 2, 1. Off we go. Keep it going. And off. Right, just drop your cadence down to 95. So you should be able to leave it in that gear.
This is
Check your
3 minute
gears
bit.
out. Pardon?
This is 3 minute bit.
3 minutes bit. Even though we're at FTP, control your breathing. You should be able to get your breathing back into kind of zone 8, RPE 8, and heart rate zone 4. As long as you control your breathing. Make sure your cadence is about 95. Make sure you're pedaling all 4 quadrants. It's a nice smooth circle. As soon as you engage all 4 of those quadrants, you know your cadence will pick up, your power will pick up. You'll find it easier. Two minutes to go. Your heart rate's coming right down, it's into zone 2. You need to stick another gear on. So your watts for this should be around FTP. If you know what your FTP is and you've got a power meter. So 90 to 100% of your FTP will be fine, just under or on FTP. Oh. That's it, hold it together. One more minute to go. Then we get a good long rest. Everybody all right? Keep it nice and smooth. 30 seconds to go. Should be hurting now. I know you're doing FTP and you normally be able to hold this for 30 to 40 minutes, but you've just done 7 minutes of anaerobic. Last 20. If it's not hurting, you need to think about your gears for the next one. You're dead on your feet, you're losing cadence, take a gear off. I know, I never say that. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and off. Take your gears off. Bring your cadence down to 80. Get your heart rate back into zone 2. Well done. Get a drink, get a breather. Make sure you are at 80. If you go 85 or 90, you won't recover. You just feel like you're putting a little bit of effort, but not much in on the pedals. FTP wise, you want to be about 50%. So if your FTP is 200, aim for around about 100 watts. You just feel like you're spinning your legs over. It's that nice flat bit as you're coming into the tick hill before you hit the little uphill kick. Or that bit from Maltby down to Old Coats. That's a good one. Not coming back the other way. That's not a good one. How's your heart rate? Give it a quick looking at. Should definitely be somewhere in the middle of your zone 2 now. Couple of deep breaths. Nice and controlled though, don't pant. So remember your recovery breathing. It's 1 count in to 2 counts out. So however long you breathe in, you breathe out for twice as long. As soon as you can get your circular breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, that'll drop your heart rate right down. Right, that's 2 minutes gone. You need, I know these rests might seem a bit long, 5 minutes, but for this to work, you need to be fully recovered. If you're not fully recovered, and it's same with running as well, if you try and do anaerobic sprints and you're not fully recovered, you won't be able to use your full capacity. So I think if I do this as a progressive set, what we'll do is we'll extend the FTP section and reduce the rest, because week by week, you'll get easier to adapt. We all know, measure of how fit we are is how quickly our heart rate recovers. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but that's a good indicator. You can get your heart rate from zone 5 down to zone 2 in under 2 minutes. You're doing all right. 2 minutes to go, and then we're back on it again. 6 lots of anaerobic bursts, sprints, on-offs. Quick system check. You're pedaling nice and smoothly. Knees tucked in. Should be parallel to the head tube. Sorry, your top tube. Maybe slightly in, definitely not out. Right, 1 minute to go. So think about your gearing. Was it okay last time? Do you need to add another gear on? Don't worry if you put one on, then you can't hold it for all the sprints. You can always take it back off again. Your FTP bit at the end of it should just feel the wrong side of unpleasant. It's definitely more towards an 8 than a 7 on the out of 10. Right, 10 seconds. Get yourselves ready. Got my pen ready. 5 seconds. And go.
How long?
Sit 40 seconds again. Remember your cadence wants to be around 100 or more. Should be struggling towards the end of it. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and off. Bring your cadence down. 80 to 85. Going again in 5. Oh, I ain't crossed the number off. And off we go. Spin it back up. Quickly, get up to that 110 cadence. 100 to 110. Check your FTP if you're watching it. Heart rate should be climbing now. Come on, keep it going. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and off. Number 2 done. 1/3 of the way through. Relax your shoulders. Get your breathing under control. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. Sit nice and smooth. Keep that cadence up. Should be hurting now. Come on, last 10 seconds. 2, 1. Bring your cadence down. Well done, everybody. Make sure that cadence is coming down. Don't be tempted to leave it high because you think it makes it easier. You won't recover. 3, 2, 1, go. Number 4. Come on, we're halfway now. Keep going. Drop your shoulders. Take that scowl off. It's all wasting energy. 2, 1. Back off. Rest. Recover. 2 more to go. It's going quicker, this. Well done. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Get that cadence up quickly. You'll be up to cadence within 10 seconds. Well done. See, dig in. Hold it. Halfway. 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and off. Let it come down. Three, 2, 1, off you go. Last set. Come on. We've got this. Easy peasy after last week. Davis Feeney cash register last week. Last 10. Won every sprint all 3 weeks. Aced it. 3, 2, 1. Right, drop to FTP now. Sorry. Recovery first. Right, now FTP. That's it. So remember, your cadence wants to be about 95. Right on the top end of your sweet spot. If you got any higher than 95, unless you naturally ride high cadence, you're going to start blowing your heart rate. So your heart rate should settle round about zone 4. You've got a really good engine, top of zone 3. if you know your heart rate zones. If you've got a Garmin, you're not sure, have a look at what Garmin says your heart rate zones are. It calculates them for you automatically. If you think they're wrong, grab me at the club and I'll help you sort them out, because it does screw them up sometimes. Actually, I've just checked, you weren't supposed to get that 20-second rest. Never mind, you got a bonus. Thank me later. Two minutes to go. So you're halfway through your FTP now. So 4 minutes of this time. Should be starting to burn to hold that cadence. If it is, you've got your gearing spot on. If it feels like you're just tapping it out, you probably need another gear on. Those who've got power meters, if you know your FTP, just check you're somewhere near your FTP. So you're vigorous activity, uncomfortable, short of breath, can just about manage a sentence. There you go. One more minute. Don't forget you get a nice long rest, so keep it going. Don't lose that cadence. Dig in now. This is where it starts to hurt. Like that last minute of an FTP test. Quick system check for the last 20 seconds. Cadence good. Shoulders relaxed. Drum your fingers on the bars. 10 seconds. Come on, keep it going. Dig in there. 3, 2, 1, and recover. 5 minutes recovery. Well done. I can hear you blowing. Get a quick drink. Get a breather. And get your heart rate under control. Nice and relaxed. Make sure your cadence is about 80. So if you haven't got a cadence meter, look at my knees, I'm on 80. I don't know how it's happened. We've ended up with closed captions on the screen. I didn't even know it could do that. I've no idea how to turn that off. That's better. Found it. Just caught it with my finger. Well done. One more set to go. One less sprint. One more extra minute on your FTP. I did this as a test a few weeks back. And I think I found the last set the worst set because it doesn't play to my strengths. I like the explosive sprint stuff. I could do that all day long. 2 minutes gone, 3 minutes to go. If you're a domestic or a good climber, you'll find the longer FTP sets easier. If you're more of a Cavendish, you'll find the more sprint intervals easier. I think me being a short fat lump puts me in the Cavendish category. That's it, you're halfway through, just over. Make sure your cadence is good. Make sure it is around 80. Mine's creeped up a bit. Couple of deep breaths. Check your heart rate out. Definitely you should be into your zone 2 now. So if you're an old fart like me, in your 50s, yeah, you're going to be somewhere around, you're going to be middle of your heart. The heart rate zone 2 is going to be somewhere around 130 to 135. Top of my zone 2 is about 147. Anything around the 140s is probably at the top of your FTP if you're 50-ish. I don't know where yours is, Di.
Right on me now. Oh, you know what it is, yeah.
You're a bit older than us, aren't you, Di? Yeah, 2 years. That's distracted you for a bit, right? You've got 1 minute to go. Last set. 5 sprints, 5 minutes FTP. And I've got to remember not to give you a rest at the end of the last sprint. Last sprint straight to FTP.
Oh, we liked that last time.
Yeah, I know, I made a mistake. Caught me by surprise.
You're a hard taskmaster.
Well, it's like what we were doing last week. You just drop your cadence, and what happens is because you're dropping your cadence, your FTP drops, so you're actually in the same gear. Ten seconds, and we're off. Last set. 3, 2, 1, go. Stick your gears on, sprint it up. Now it should be on cadence now. Check your FTP. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and off. Let it come down. Bring it down to 80. Number 1 done. I forgot to cross it off. 3, 2, 1, go. Last 10 seconds, come on. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1, recover. Okay, breathing under control. Going in 3, 2, 1, Off we go again. Number 3. Stay nice and controlled. Everybody's looking solid. That's good. Ten seconds. Keep that pedaling smooth. Don't be tempted to go into pistons. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Number 3 done. 2 more to do. It's gone quick. And go. Sorry, a little late with that one. 2 seconds off. Keep it going. Relax. Don't let your shoulders drift up. Don't let the opposition know you're suffering. 3, 2, 1, and off. Make sure you get that cadence down to 85. 3, 2, 1, go. Is the last one die, number 5? Yeah, good. Last 10, come on. Right, 3 seconds, drop to FTP. 2, 1. Bring your cadence down. 95. Dig in, we're here for 5 minutes now. So this will give you a good indication of what type of cyclist you are. If you find the FTP okay, you're probably a good endurance rider, climber, domestique. If you're finding the FTP really, really hard, you're probably more suited to explosive power, sprinting, chasing group, that kind of thing. Time trials. The cadence is about 95. That's it, nice and smooth. Give yourself a systems check. Uncurl them toes. I don't see claws curling around your pedals. Visualize you pushing down through the entire plate of your shoe. Come on, bear with me. I've got to distract you for another 3.5 minutes. So you're pedaling. Make sure it's good and even. Not piston pedaling. Using all 4 quadrants. So while you're here now, just visualize that drive down on both legs. So that press down on the pedal. That's your main power stroke. Right, think about your scrape. So you're scraping a lump of mud off the bottom of your shoe. Slight tilt. Drag the ball of your foot along the ground. Now think about your pull-up, using the hamstring. Pulling up, a little bit of a flex back in the foot as you come over the top. Then that final phase, the kicks. You just imagine you're kicking a ball each time your foot comes over the top. Right, stick it all together now. So just concentrate on one leg. Make sure you're pedaling smooth. Now the other leg. Bring it both together. That's it, well done. 2 minutes to go. Should be nice and smooth now. As soon as you lock in your smooth pedaling, your power goes up, your cadence goes up. Which means you can slow your pedaling down. It's easier. Carrying them hamstrings round for no reason if you don't use them. It's just wasted muscle. Use them. No such thing as a non-fair paying passenger on bike. Unless you're on a tandem. Just don't grip the bars. Don't grip your bars. Lightly drum your fingers on your bars. Loosen them off. Elbows tucked in, slightly bent. Shoulders down, not up around your ears. Sit, well done. Make sure you're nice and solid. You're not moving around on your saddle. It's wasted energy. Right, 1 minute to go. Well done. Give your head a wobble, just loosen that neck off. Take the tension out. Drop the pain face. The other cyclists see you struggling, you're vulnerable. "30 seconds to go, well done. Check that cadence. Nearly there. Last 15, come on, take it all the way. Come on. Three, two, one. Load your gears. Take it back down to 80. Get your breath back. Well done, awesome. Oh, I like that one.
Oh my word.
Yep, I definitely like that one. Right, we'll just have a couple of minutes here. Let you get your breathing under control. And then we'll just do a proper ramp down.
Oh,
Flush your legs properly. Don't want anybody getting cramped when they get off the bike. We'll do it properly. How long we got? Plenty of time.
well, I've got the heart rate going. Jeez.
Right, so just stick one more gear on and bring it up to 90. And we'll just ramp it down from here. Just put your legs under a bit of load, help flush it out. Right, so just bring it down to 85 now. Leave that gear on. So on these, we bring everything down nice and steady now, so don't just drop off a cliff. And I said bring it down, do it over about 10, 15 seconds. Just hold it there now. Right, take a gear off. Leave it at 85. Oops, went the wrong way then. Wonder why it's getting harder. Looking triathlon bars. Work of the devil. Right, just drop your cadence down to 80 now. Heart rate should be manageable. Should be definitely in your zone 2 now. Nice controlled breathing. So with your controlled breathing, remember, don't pant or heavily breathe in or heavily breathe out. It's nice and controlled. If you breathe out too hard, you expel too much carbon dioxide. And then you can't liberate the oxygen out of your bloodstream. So it goes the other way. So it's nice, relaxed breathing. In for a count of 2, out for a count of 4, or 3 and 6. As soon as you can do it, bring your breathe in through the nose. Right, just let your cadence drop now. Gradually dip down. So it should be 80. Nice and controlled. Think about your pedaling strokes again, nice and even. Nice and relaxed on the bike now. Take another gear off if you want. Make it super easy. Drop your cadence down to 75. So we'll just have a couple of sets focusing on your legs. So just focus on your left leg. Right leg's just a passenger. Just use your left leg. So think about your quadrants again. Good drive down. Nice scrape along the bottom. Nice strong firm pull up and then kick over the top. Right, switch legs to your right leg. Focus on that. The other one's just a passenger on the pedal. So again, good drive down. Nice strong scrape. Pull up. Kick over the top. Right, bring both legs back in. Try and follow both legs. Nice and smooth. Drop your cadence down a bit lower if you want. Gradually wind it down. Right, a couple of pedals backwards. Just to break your neuromuscular connections. Try and keep it as smooth as possible. If it's jerky, keep focusing on it, it'll smooth out. It's because your legs have been used to pedaling on autopilot going forwards. They're not used to going backwards. That's it, just bring it to a halt. Bring your left leg down to the bottom. Just come out your saddle, but make sure your bum's near your saddle. Just gradually lower your heel down. Stretch out that Achilles. If you're a runner, same warning as always. If you've got dodgy Achilles or calf, just be careful as you set off with this one. If it feels a bit crunchy, just ease into it slowly. There's nothing wrong. This is exactly the exercise you should be doing, but don't just dive into it. Ease into it. So just relax. Nice breath, nice deep breath in. You're under tension. Breathe out, release the tension. Let that heel slide down a little bit lower. Right, just come out of the stretch a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out, back down into the stretch again. You might find you go a little bit further now. Honestly, it's the best way to stretch your Achilles, this. Because you can get it a lot more flex than you can do doing it on a step. Right, change legs, the other leg. Again, just feel your way into it. Make sure you've not got anything going on with your Achilles. Nice and low. That's it. Nice controlled breathing. So again, breathe in, you're under tension, breathe out. Visualize releasing that tension. Let that heel sink down a bit lower. Nice long controlled breaths. And just come out the stretch. Breathe out, sink back into it again. That's it, right, off the bike, kick your shoes off. Don't stand in any puddles. Clean my puddles up. Just kick your shoes off. Right, you know the drill here. What can we see of me? Can we see everything? Might do a bit more stretching this week. Right, just pick your left leg up. Make sure your knees are together. So set this up properly. Doesn't work if your knees aren't together. Once your knees are together, just push your hips gently forwards. Make sure you're nice and upright. So your head's above your heart's above your hips, so you're in a nice straight line. If you're comfortable and you've got good balance, just take your hand away. Breathe in, breathe out. Just push them hips forwards. Breathe in, lengthen your spine nice and upright. Breathe out, push your hips forwards. Last time, breathe in. Just lengthen that spine. Breathe out. Get a little extra stretch out of that hip. Should feel it all the way down your quad. Gently release your foot to shake your foot. Change legs. So if you need to change sides on your bike, that's fine. Knees together, set it up properly again. Make sure your hips are facing forwards. Push that hip forwards. Get your body nice and upright. As soon as you get your body upright, you'll feel that quad really engage. So again, head above the heart above the hips. Push your hip forwards. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, push your hips. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, push your hips. Last time. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, push them hips. Shake your legs off. Right, we'll do a 2-for-1. We'll do your hamstrings and your IT band at the same time. So just cross your legs over. Make sure your weight's on your back leg and your back leg's straight. All I want you to do is use your legs for support. Is down at the front. Try and keep your back as flat as possible. Go down as far as comfortable. You should feel it stretch all the way up the back of the hamstring on the back leg, around the back of your bum. That's your IT band. So again, same process. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try and sink further into the stretch. Don't close your eyes, whatever you do, because your legs are crossed, your proprioception doesn't work, and you'll fall over. Well, actually, you can do it because we're recording anyway, so it's going to be good for entertainment. One last deep breath in. Breathe out, sink into it. Breathe in, roll up. Change legs. Same thing again. Push that knee back. Make sure your back leg's locked out straight. Weight's on your back leg. Feel your way down. Feel that hamstring engage. Then as you go a little bit further, you just feel it around the back of your bum. It's great for when you've just finished a run, this, and you don't want to get down on the floor in pigeon pose. Breathe in, breathe out, sink into it. One last time, breathe in, breathe out, sink into it. Roll up. Right, if you've got room, sit on the floor. I'm just going to do your hip openers. So, soles of your feet together, a nice big diamond. So we're not going to do that one where you put your feet in. We're going to do this one, nice and loose. All you're going to do, keep your back nice and straight. Just forward, fold gently. If you want to hold your feet, just gently pull, you can. Just feel a nice gentle stretch on your lower back and the outside and the inside of your hips. Cyclists have terrible problems with locked hips. So if your hips feel really stiff when you get off the bike, just sit on the floor and do this. Or do a set of pigeon poses if you can do them. This is probably the easiest to do. So when you're doing your homework and you sat in front of the telly, this isn't a bad stretch to do. Just really opens your hips up again. So again, breathe in, breathe out. You'll suddenly find your stretch reflex goes and you can go a whole lot further into the stretch. So don't try to force it at the beginning. Just let your body naturally fold into the stretch. And release, come back up. One last stretch, just on time. God, you lot are taking a long time to get up. Right, left arm up in the air, or whatever you're calling your left arm tonight. Grab hold of your elbow, another 2 for 1. Diane knows this one. Just lean over slightly. So you're going to stretch your tricep out. And it's going to go all the way down your lat. Saying, why am I stretching my arms? I've only been sat on your bike. Well, if you've been riding properly and your arms are loose and they're slightly bent, you just put a bit of strain on your tricep. So if you've had a long day in the saddle, you'll know it because your triceps will be hurting. And back over, helps release your lower back as well. And again, other side, just grab that elbow, pull over. Put a little bounce in this one as well if you want. It's one of the few stretches you can do a bounce with. If anything twinges or hurts, just back out. Back up again, just shake your arms off. Give your head a little wobble. Well done. Right, last one, that till after Christmas. So depending on what happens with the coaches, we might be moving this to Wednesday night, but we'll let you know what the program's going to be after Christmas. But thank you for all for coming up till now. I think the sessions have been all right. I've enjoyed watching you suffer anyway.
The brilliant sessions, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much
You're all
indeed.
right.
Much appreciated.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Right.
Thanks
And
very much.
I'll see you the other side of Christmas.
Thanks.
Probably see you.
Rightio.